Okay, so we are focusing on timesheets and the likes. Okay, so let's let's even look at it in terms of okay, so for every business, for every client that we get, we create different projects. Say for the if an analyst is working on like what do we call 40s? This project what?
What is that should be Boston.
Brother, I can't hear you. Like I can fire away from your headphones.
Sorry, sir. Boston. Forty should be Boston.
Okay, so let's say okay, let's take project Boston. Okay, let's start this. Let's assume we're starting this project April 1st. Project external. So we put the customer's name. If we had customer's details will be here. Everything will be here. Users, let me see. Let me see. I don't think Victor is in this on this. Okay, let's assume this guy's here. Mm, this is another here. Yeah. Mm, no, it's not here. Okay. So, let me for myself. Okay. So, monitor progress. You click on monitor progress, then it's gonna be sending emails. You know, periodically, someone's gonna get an email. Say twice daily, weekly. Um, so I would just say let me say weekly. Time to send Friday. What time? Friday. So you say by 5 p.m. Friday. Should have sent all your reports for the week. Please send weekly reports. Okay. Now, this is just a weekly summary of their progress. Of course, if you want to add any notes here, you put notes here. Okay, so this is Project Boston has been created. Okay, so task, a new task. So the task can be reconciliation. Hmm. Like that start date slash. Mhm. So you can write details about the task, and sure. Mm, mm, task. Um, Okay, so this is it. We created a task for this, and open the 9 to 8 activities. So let's come here and look for activities, activities, type list. Okay, so these are all the activities that you have here. End of day reporting, daily reporting, stock reconciliation, da, 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 you know. So let's go back. So you have this here. So if I go to, of course, okay, let's go to the issue of the timesheet now. So create a new timesheet. Project Boston. Yes, I'm not an employee here. Activity type. Mm, stock reconciliation. One more time. Okay, so we're gonna have here is that okay. Let's see how it goes. So you can see what's going on here. There's been a this stock reconciliation with the cost has been attached to it. Oh gosh, that's true. I have a meeting at oh, okay, it's 9 o'clock on June. All right. So this is it. Save. Let's say save. And oh my chat. My problem with this is let's do something. Uh, I'm not an employee. Um, okay, let me quickly create myself an employee. Okay. Okay. Save. Submit. Okay. So this timesheet has been submitted. That's all they need to do. Once they submit their timesheet, HR takes it from here. So on a daily basis, look at this timesheet now. Let's print it out. Stock still expected hours. I'm just saying, if we put it there, it will show here from time from time to time. So we should have actually put the time we started with work, the time we ended, number of hours. Um, so anyways, this is the billing rate, 350, billing amount, 2,100, costs, 250. So when you're creating your activities, you have to look at the cost, and the billing rate. Now, the cost is, you know what the cost is now, Victor?
The cost is how much you should be paying the employee.
Yes, and the billing rate is
Billing should be what we are charging the client. I think.
okay. So what we're charging the client, so we have to break it down. So if the client is paying 50,000 naira a month for reconciliation, you have to break it down to how much is it per hour. You know,
I think it.
if the client is paying 50,000 naira a month for
Yes, sir.
reconciliation, we have to break it down to how much it is per hour.
Yes, sir.
So that what will give us the rate. So if we are working, if we are doing reconciliation for 7 days, that tells us exactly what the rate is. You know, so and remember our own employees too. We also need to break down their own rate because remember that an employee is supposed to work with a client for, so it's supposed to handle two projects. That's the goal. So right now, on the average, if he was working on only one project and he was doing 5 days a week, his salary will be 500, 500 naira, 500 naira an hour. That's if he was doing 5 days a week. So I'm also looking at a situation where we, so you will sit down and do the whole math. If you want it to be 6 days, if you want it to be 7 days, how you want to go about it. If you want two people to work on a particular project so that nobody does 7 days, you know how you do it. So you need to come up with the billing rate. You need to come up with um the cost rate. For each activity. So once you put it there, the guy will now go in there and he will now see exactly what he has done. So if I come here if I go to view website and I look at this, my account, I can look at timesheet detail. I should be able to see my timesheet, stock reconciliation, 6 hours. So this is my timesheet here. You know, timesheet is I can see my timesheet here. That is one. Come back here. Um, project timesheet detail. Come back to see this. Of course, you already know how this one works now. These are the projects that have been assigned to me. So exactly I know. So you will sign them with project, they put in their timesheet. And so just like you have the student applicant that can actually, um, I'm also looking at a situation where you have to talk to Mark David. He should work with you on this. We created um, this such a way that we can actually, this is a web form, put in all these details if you want to apply for the SMB program. You can actually
No.
come in here and put in all the information here. The same thing, you should talk to Mark David to create a doc type for timesheet, so they can actually go to the back end and put in their timesheet without actually being coming into the system itself.
That login.
Yeah, so they can just come in, put in their time. They'll have to probably log in, but we'll restrict their access to just website.
Mm. So they can see your
With
timesheet.
um, yeah, but I don't really know how that is going to. No, they'll have to log in and put in their timesheet like normal. We just restrict their access
Mm.
or they'll have to log in because they're not. It's not as if they are freelance. There's still so much that they're gonna do. They might want to apply for leave or whatever they want to apply for. But anyways, this is basically how it goes. So once we onboard those people, we'll create their salary structure will be based on timesheet. You know, so like I said, some of the guys that are working with us, I want them to start doing the whole timesheet thing. So we split analysts in TK and Henry. We had analysts for TKH and we had analysts for OS.
Mm.
The analysts for TKH, I'm still thinking that they don't need to put in timesheets because of the nature of the project that they work on. But for the ones for OS, I also suggest that they put in timesheets. I'm also thinking we start to move some of the guys gradually, get those guys that are doing the 40s and the rest of them, busting and the rest, you know, to come into OS. But anyway, that's your call. You know, currently I think you have Tony working with you, right? Tony's supposed to be with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, so your guys have to learn the ropes on timesheet by putting in their own timesheets. So if you identify certain people that need to put in timesheet, let us know so we can create the account, to be timesheet friendly. Because you guys need to know how this thing works before you hand it over. Except you guys want to start doing, um, I think it's better you guys use a use a demo account to turn in your timesheet, not the real account. So analyst two will not definitely they won't turn in timesheet, just analyst one. Who do we have as analyst one? We
Yes,
still
sir.
have Sarah.
For the okay, yes, okay, yeah.
Who's on your team that is analyst one right now?
Sarah Pelumi. I have Sarah Pelumi. I have Tomison.
Thomas
Okay.
is in TKH now. He's working on TKH project.
He's working on TKH project. He's actually mm, he's working on Pine Park account.
And now I'm saying now, so that's TKH, that's TKH program. Those are people that are working with you on the small business.
Okay, people are working with me. So basically, just Tomison I have as analyst one because it's only Tomison I have. Tomison, Alex, and Solomon. Then Beatrice is not yet an analyst. She's going to take her exam end of this month. Then from there we'll know how she will do.
Are you saying Thomas is on the small business project?
I was planning on taking him too, but I have not had the chance to take him because he's very busy with buying pack account with me.
Oh boy, that one go hard. Thomas, I was thinking Thomas, that one go hard. Maybe just leave on there, but they're gonna have some other projects that they're gonna be working on that they will need. You know, they are not small business. I think Thomas should remain in with TK and Henry. So I think what you can do is probably you can get Palumi,
Mm.
on your team. Palumi should be on your team. I think Palumi should start turning in his time sheet
Okay,
so he
so
understands the routine.
I will get Pelumi, Alex, Solomon, and Tony. Alex,
Okay, so Alex and Solomon, Palumi and Solomon are the timesheet people. So what's the name? Chima,
huh?
Chima.
So, yeah.
All right, so Palumi and Solomon, they are analyst one. So you need to update their details to so I think it's better. We're gonna then analyst one. They're going to move to OS from TKH. I'll tell you how to move this on the system.
Uh,
Okay.
Sorry, sir. I've actually moved. Hmm, okay, I have put Pelumi as a permanent reconciliation analyst for Launch 95, and I've moved Sarah to um, Fine Park to be working with Emerda, so she can work hand in hand in Emerda.
Yeah, that's
So,
fine now. So all those things are going. It's a small business project now.
yes.
Yeah. The only thing is that very soon we'll give them the app. They're still using the HRE for now, but it's a small business project. You know. So they're just like the early guys working on the project. Same thing with Solomon. Solomon too. You know. Yeah. Yeah. But analyst two. I don't see any reason why they should. I don't see any reason why they should put it in time sheet. But the analyst
Mm,
one guys, so they just need to make sure that, um, anyways, it's your call. Really, it's your call. I just need to make sure at the end of the week, the goal is that at the end of the week, all their time sheets it has to be approved by the boss. at the location in which you are working. That's the only way they get paid.
Okay.
So if, for instance, now I don't know who is in charge in Line 95, whoever that is in charge there, at the end of the week, the Polymer will send that guy his timesheet. That person has to approve the timesheet before you can approve it on the system. Because whenever they send their timesheet into the system, somebody has to accept it.
Okay.
You get what I'm
So
saying?
I'll be using Pelumi and Solomon for the test.
Yeah, so you can use Polymer and Solomon now. Let's see how it works. So between now and April 1st, you need to start, go to Ticket Henry, create all the things you need to create there. Let them start doing what they need to do. Whatever
But
training that you need to give to them,
Solomon
give to
is
them.
Solomon is in Ibadan, and he does not really have um tax per se because he has to go to Coco Bean. Sometimes he goes to Cafe Crystal. He was in Cafe Crystal this morning to get some details. They could not really
Yeah,
get to
I'm
him.
saying now. So those things he puts it on his timesheet. Whatever he
Okay.
does, yeah. So whatever activity he's doing, he needs to put it in his timesheet. Okay, you went to Coco Bean today. Okay, how many hours did you do there? You need to turn in the timesheet. So we need to understand how this thing works, so we can make the necessary adjustments.
Okay. But Coco Bean is not paying us, so the costing and the whole thing is going to cost people.
Come again?
When I'm creating activities or a
Hmm.
task, I have to put a billing cost and all that. Coco Bean is not paying us.
Yeah, no. So it doesn't matter. Even if they're not paying us, then that's a loss to us now. So that's the bidding cost is going to be there. We're not going to send them the bill. So before the end of the day, we might have to write it off.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's to be a bidding cost. So let us even know exactly how much we are losing. Gives us an idea.
I'll work on
So all
that.
those activities, you just sit down, look at it, and ask yourself, okay, if he says he's going to go and do so, how many minutes do you think it takes to do this? You put it there. So that should be expected, so that that way, if he's supposed to do something for 2 hours and he's doing it for 4 hours, we will see it there now on the
Okay.
timesheet. Expected hours is 2 hours. Actual hours 4 hours. They cannot start asking questions. Why did it take you 4 hours to do this job? You know, but we need to start working on it. Eventually, we're going to make some mistake, but eventually we'll get it right.
Okay. I will start. Today is 29th, so they will fill in time sheet for 30th and 31st on the demo account. Let's see how it goes. Then, depending why we do it on the main tick and end like that.
That works. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I will have a
All
meeting with
right.
them today. Them how it goes.
Then yeah. So you have access to you have the app on your phone now. They're waiting to do the update. Hopefully they do the
Okay.
updates today so that we can also start yeah. So we need to start working. Um this week we need to start talking about the small business training program, the recruiting and especially the training itself. How it has to start going out. You know, that's very, very important too.
Okay.